Few weeks ago, I turned 23, and this birthday, something very weird happened. So, my parents, my girlfriend, my sister, all of these guys were asking me, Dhruv, what do you want for your birthday? Like, what do you want? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And I had a very weird reaction to all of these questions. I'll get to the reaction in a bit, but let me talk about a few years ago. So, I remember when I was 17, I woke up this one night and obviously I was playing football. So, we were in a residential facility, meaning no friends, no family. I mean, obviously, teammates and friends were there, but no family around and none of that. I woke up at 12 o'clock and I waited, like, okay, you know what? Somebody's going to call me. And nobody did. And I remember feeling so bitter that one birthday. I was like, nobody cares about me. Like, I'm so unimportant and all these weird external factors that affected me. And in fact, even last birthday, when I turned 22, there were so many things I wanted, like material things, like, a new phone or a new camera or money or all of these different things. But this birthday, the weird thing that happened was I had no desires. Like I had no material things that I wanted and no, like, I was not like obsessively like, yeah, I want this right now. Or I wasn't like, dude, this is lacking in my life. Like, I wish I had this or that. I'm going to talk about how this happened. But before I get into it, let me just remind you that this, like, I think reaching the stage is a lot of fine tuning and a lot of tweaking. So for those of you that feel like, you know what, my birthday is like next week and I want something so bad, just know that it's all right. I think there's a lot of fine tweaking that goes into it and like a lot of iteration, a lot of evolution, all of that. But yeah, it feels good. It feels really good to be here. So my sisters called me this year and like, they were like, yeah, what are you going to do for your birthday? And I was like, yeah, nothing. I just want to eat some food, probably with my parents and my girlfriend and just work. They were like, you, Dhruv, you're such an uncle. Like, yuck, so boring. And that's when I realized like how in love with the process I've become. Before I would argue with myself. I've got this a lot, right? You become such an uncle, you become such an uncle. But before I would argue with myself, saying stuff like, you know what, I'm not. Like I can be fun if I want. I can still be goofy. Like, that's not true. Like, fuck you. But now I'm just like, you know what? Okay, fine. Cool, you win. And I'm just doing my thing. It's almost like I'm living a slow life to the external world. Because when you say uncle, you mean like boring, like snurry, droopy. I don't think people will ever realize how fast things are going on in my life. Like I keep talking about this to my partner. Like we did not even realize how 3 months of 2025 have gone in because of how fast things are happening. It's almost like we're staying in our own lane and just doing nothing, not bothered about what's happening in the world. And I'm going to be honest with you, right? Like I'm not too focused on the outcome of it. We're just doing our thing, following our process, following the progress that we're making. In terms of what we're like improving and all of that, it's just the routine. It's just how productive we can be. Like something interesting that I've been trying lately is I've been doing this intermittent fasting thing where I don't eat anything for the first like I don't know from morning till probably like 4 or 5 in the evening. And really, what's been happening is my productivity is skyrocketed because that sugar high or that glucose spike in the afternoon that hits where you feel that intense nap. I've been somebody that's felt that my entire life, and I've always gotten so frustrated with it. But off late, when I've been doing this intermittent fasting thing, that has just disappeared. So just iterating and evolving things like this is so much fun. Now, don't get me wrong, goals are obviously there, right? Like there are things that I want to achieve and all of that. But I'm not really concerned about when, how, why, whether it'll happen or how possible it is. None of that. Like it's this really weird thing. I don't know how to explain it, but it's feeling like it's such a good feeling. For those of you, the reason I've created this video is for those of you that are pre-entering this phase, right? Like I've always heard people talk about this phase and I've always watched videos, read about them, but I've never been there myself because obviously with football, I think I was just from like in love with the process from the beginning, so I didn't realize entering it and stuff. But over here, there was a phase where I wasn't in that zone, but now I am. And this video is for those of you that are sort of in that phase where you're trying to enter this, this part of life, and you're just like, there's no hope or there's no like you're just running and you just don't know what, like when it's going to work out, when it's going to click. So I just want you guys to know that, look, like keep evolving, keep improving things, stay in your lane, stay focused, make sure you're doing the right things. Nobody's watching, because those are the reps that count. And that's when it actually matters. So this birthday, I grabbed some lunch with my girlfriend, and then I did some work, and then I went to my parents' place, and then we ate some dinner, some good dinner. My mom made some mutton curry and stuff. And then I did my work for the rest of the day and called it a day. And that was about it. And I honestly have no regrets. I have nothing I would have done otherwise. And it's just this, it's weird. I don't know if it has to do with adulting and where, maybe I'm just getting old and that's why birthdays don't matter anymore, or like the hype around it is just like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. It's just another year. But it's a good feeling either ways to even just think about the fact that I might be just falling in love with the process. And like I said, that's something that I've only heard about, but knowing that I'm actually there is a good feeling. So I don't know where I'm supposed to be going with this video, guys. It's a little bit random, I know, but hopefully you were able to gain some value out of it. And if you're somebody that's on this journey, then just take the next step and the next step and the next step. Trust me, it's not like every step is going to be an easy one. There are going to be steps that are just going to be like gruesome and you really don't want to push, but it gets easier. I don't know, maybe if you lift your leg in the air and as like when you're going to put it down, it gets easier. So, but keep at it. And yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you do want to check out the story behind this art or this illustration, then go ahead and check us out on paintme_me on Instagram. There's a story behind the artwork and all of that. But yeah, guys, that's about it for this video. And like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.